Dear students, adverbial phrases. A group of phrases. Today it is before, when, until, by the time. Mhm. Okay, so adverbial phrases. We scroll down to see the objective. Uh-huh. Okay. Mhm. Our objective. It's here. Mhm. My dear Regina Martinez, can you read the objective, please?
Yes, an objective. At the end of this topic, you will use adverbial phrases such as before, when, until, and by the time throughout, communicative and personal activities with the purposes of making relation between events that have already happened.
Thanks, my dear Regina. Great, great practice. Mhm. Personal activities. Mhm. Okay. Communicative activities. Mhm. It's connection. Yeah. Connection considering events that have already happened. Okay. So, two moments. Okay. Those moments have a relationship. Okay. So, connection. Of course, the words to connect or to link those moments are before, when, until, and by the time. These are connectors, okay? Because our ideas need these words to have a sequence, a logical order of those events, okay? Mhm. We will see some information. Sorry. Okay. Title: Adverbial phrases. Mhm. Function of these adverbial phrases. My dear Fabi, can you read introduction, please?
Yes, teacher. Introduction to adverbial phrases. Adverbial phrases help us show relationships between events in the past. They add clarity to when things happened in relation to each other. Today, we'll focus on before, until, when, and by the time.
Great, great job. Mhm. So these words are essential to express clarity, okay, in relationship, yeah, connection, dear students. Mhm. Firstly, before. Uh-huh. My dear Yozune, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Could you read this content, my dear Josune?
Yes. Using before definition and examples. Shows one event happened prior to another event. Examples. I finished my degree before I started my career. She learned to drive before she bought a car.
Excellent, my dear Josune. Yes. Uh-huh. Our word is in the center. Uh-huh. Because in the center, my dear students, is relationship. This event and the other. Okay? Mhm. When we ignore this word before, no relationship, no connection, right? Mhm. And vocabulary, my dear students. Mhm. Degree, it's time you study at university. It's time. Career, it's when you practice your professional abilities with patience. Mhm. Or possibly some research. Uh-huh. Remember, degree when you are studying. Career, mhm, when you practice professionally with patience. Okay, that's why we have this degree, mhm, and career. In the second, mhm, firstly, she learned to drive. This is the moment previous. Okay, and then she bought a car. It's number one and number two. Number one and number two. Okay? Two moments connected. Okay? Do you have any observations?
No, teacher.
Okay. Now, next slide. Until. Mhm. My dear Yuri Salgado, are you there? No, my dear Yuri? Okay. Technical issues. Diana Michelle, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Could you read this content, please, my dear Diana Michelle?
Yes. Using until, definition, and examples indicates the duration of an action up to a specific point. Examples. I waited until the professor arrived. The library stayed open until midnight.
Fantastic, my dear Diana Michelle. Right. Okay. Mhm. Again, our connector. Uh-huh. Okay. Moment one. Context. There's a class. Uh-huh. And you are interested in this class. Consequently, I waited a few minutes or some minutes until, because it's the duration of this, uh-huh, until the professor arrive. Mhm. I said a class, but maybe mhm, you need to talk to the professor and we, you waited and waited a few minutes or some time. Then the professor arrived. So this is a connection. Mhm. In the second, the library stayed open. Uh-huh. So at 12 a.m., the library closes. But from, let's say something, from 7 a.m. until 12, 12 a.m., this place closes. Uh-huh. So there is a relation in my idea, time in context. Mhm. Okay, so far so good. Okay, next, when. My dear Dana, a favor, would you read this,
Yes, teacher.
please?
Using when definition and examples. Show two events happening at the same time or one immediately after another. Examples: when I graduate, my parents three, threw a party. The professor smiled when she saw of our projects.
Magnificent, my dear Dana. Yes. Uh-huh. When. Mhm. Not only with questions, it's showing two events happening at same time. Mhm. Yes. So simultaneously or immediately after another. Mhm. It's when to start my idea, when I graduated. Uh-huh. There's a party, a celebration, because you worked arduously, so you have a party for you, the celebration. Then, in the second, the professor assigned projects, okay? Different projects. Students work with enthusiasm and their products, excellent products. Consequence, professor, very happy. Professor smile. When the professor saw students' projects because excellent presentations, excellent performance. In this case, professor, professor's happiness with this group of students. Mhm. Remember, when moments at same time or immediately after one another. Mhm. My dear students, do you have any observations?
No, teacher.
Okay. Thanks, my dear Dad. And finally, dear students, phrase. Oh, this one, by time. Okay, my dear Fernanda Sanchez, are you there? Nope. Oh, okay. Anna Sophie, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Please, would you read?
Yes. Using by time definition and example indicates one event was complete before another event occurred. Examples. By the time I arrived at class, the lecture had already started. By the time she finished her research, the library was closing.
Bravo, my dear. Michelle, thank you. No, sorry, my dear and Sophie. Okay. Well, dear students, two moments. By time, I arrive at class. Okay. So past event. Before this past event, the lecture had already started. Okay. So this is previous or prior, and I arrive. There is a sequence, okay, comma, to separate the first and the second and the first. Next, by the time she finished her research, the library was closing. Yeah, here you are. She finished, and the library was closing. Okay. Be attentive when you want to say the first or the second. To use by time. Okay? My dear students, any comments or questions?
Teacher.
Okay. Mhm. So, today we are using activities on platform. Yes, because our platform is a perfect place to practice. Mhm. Here you are. Our platform. Scroll down. Mhm. Exercise 1. 5 sentences. Okay. Mhm. What happened? Mhm. Okay. Over here. Yes. First sentence. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Read previous and second to understand context. Okay. Take your time. Be patient. Yes. Options. above options. My dear Eric Alejandro, are you there? No? Okay. Some details with his microphone. My dear Bianca Alejandra, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, my dear Bianca. A favor, could you read out these options?
Knock on the door. Dispute. The suburb was with me. Didn't have. Rang me.
Yes, very good. My dear Bianca, now number one, please.
Yes. When Yaki was a child, she um many friends.
Okay. Uh-huh. What is the segment that we need to include in this blank, considering the context, my dear Bianca? What is a possibility?
Um,
Mhm. When Jackie was a child, she, that is Jackie,
mhm,
she, uh-huh, with many friends or no friends.
many friends.
Okay, so we can say knocked door, spot disappear, was swimming, did they have, or rang me. What segment, my dear Bianca, to complete?
Mm, the,
Uh-huh.
mm,
It's it's negative. It's negative because Jackie was very serious.
mm. Entonces sería didn't have many friends.
Okay, can you reread it complete?
When Jackie was a child, she didn't have many friends.
Oh, okay. Yes, because possibly she was timid, no, and no many friends. Very good, my dear Bianca. Very good. Huh? Yes, great job. Great job. Now, my dear students, number two, okay? In second one. Mhm. Let me see. My dear, mhm, Ingrid Jimena, are you over there, my dear Ingrid Jimena? Oh no, it's
Teacher, can I read the example?
please, my dear Anna Sophie. Number two.
By the time you rang me, I had already turned on my cell phone.
Oh, rapidly. Yes, by the time. Uh-huh. Yeah, in this case, my dear Annie Sophie, uh-huh, it's rank me, it's made a phone call. Yes, it's practical idea. Very good, my dear. And Sophie, number three. Uh-huh. Now, number three. Sorry. Okay.
Can I
Remember,
read?
please, my dear Stephanie.
Dice, Octavius contact lenses popped out when he was swimming.
Oh, was swimming. Yay, that's right. Uh-huh. It says popped out so simply, not in Octavio's eyes. So contact lenses in this case, water, right? Water. Penultimate, number four. Okay. A volunteer to read number four. Yes, volunteer, no victim. Volunteer. Pendidana, please.
Yes. My mother washes her blouse until the spot disappeared.
Ah, this bird disappear before. Yay. And please, my dear Dana, number five. Number five.
Yes. I was sleeping when suddenly someone connect on the door.
This is knocked on the door.
Not on the door.
Okay. Knock is when we use knock knock on door. Yes. Not doorbell. Using an object or your hand, you knock. Huh? Dear students, we check. Oh, great performance, my dear students. Yeah? So, using adverbial phrases, wow, simply awesome. Okay? Congratulations. Mhm. Okay, well, now we have more practice where our presentation. Yes? Okay. Our presentation has a set. Mhm. Mhm. Practice activity. Unscramble these words. It's necessary to organize and write coherently the first. Hmm? Okay. Any volunteer, my dear students, to organize the first?
Yo,
Please, Fabi.
I studied before, okay. Yes. I studied for the exam before the concert.
Studied. Uh-huh.
Before,
Okay. I studied for.
okay. I studied for the exam before the concert.
Wow. Okay. My dear Fabi, it's first academic, academic practice, and then you have fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
You are a good student.
Thank you.
Okay. Fabi, second, could you help us?
Okay. Yes. Um, a ver. Mm, they didn't leave.
Uh-huh.
until the rain stopped. Stopped, no? Is it stopped or stopped?
With
Stopped, no?
sound. Stopped.
Stop.
Stopped.
Okay, stopped.
Okay, they didn't leave. Is until
Uh-huh. The rain
the
stopped.
the rain stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Double P. Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Just my dear Fabi, can you reread it?
Yes, they didn't leave until the rain stopped.
Okay. More rapidly.
They didn't leave until the rain stopped.
Super rapidly.
They didn't leave until the rain stopped.
Much more rapidly.
They didn't leave until the rain stopped.
Yay. Thanks, my dear Fabi and my dear students.
Right.
Sometimes you can read naturally. Uh-huh. It's a good idea to read fluently, and some words with not a lot of emphasis because it's natural. Imagine fluently speaking in English. Okay? Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. Now,
You're welcome.
penultimate. Is there a volunteer with this? Okay. Anybody there? Uh-huh. Okay, you can do it, my dear students. You can do it. Yes, my dear Ernesto Arad. Thanks.
Okay, sería I was called when the doorbell rang.
Okay, I was called, when the
Doorbell rang. O no
door
sé cómo se pronuncia, pero creo que sí.
doorbell.
Doorbell
Okay, doorbell
rang.
rang. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Number four sería. A ver si. By the time I arrived, everyone had left.
Okay, just a favor, my dear Ernesto Arad. In the in the
Mhm.
previous, I think that there is a mistake because was is not necessary. Sorry, my dear Ernesto. It's my mistake. It's my error. Okay? It's my error. I'm sorry. Mhm. So we need correction. So I call
Uh, um, I call when the doorbell.
I call
Sería you.
Okay, thank you, my dear. Can you reread it?
Yes. I call you when the doorbell rang.
Yay! Bravo, my dear Ernesto. Yes, you're right. Mhm. And now the last one.
Last one. By the time I arrived, everyone had left.
Mm, okay. The time everyone. Mhm, mhm. Okay, everyone had left. You say I
Had left.
arrived in this form, my dear Ernesto.
Uh, can you repeat?
In this order.
A ver, by the time. mm, ah, creo que no.
No, and another.
Bueno, yo lo hice by the time I arrived,
Okay,
everyone had left.
okay. Let me reorganize. By the time I arrive. Mhm.
Correct. Ajá.
Every everyone had
Had left.
left. Oh, of course, my dear Ernesto, your idea is much better. Okay? Yay! My dear Ernesto, can you reread it?
Yes. By the time I arrived, everyone had left.
Okay. More rapidly?
Más rápido.
Yes.
By the time I arrived, everyone had left.
Much more rapidly?
By the time I arrived, everyone had left.
Super rapidly?
Más. By the
Yes.
time I arrived, everyone had left.
Yes, my dear Ernesto. It's naturally speaking in English. Thank you very much. Bravo, my dear Ernesto. Okay. And my dear students, remember, we use before, uh-huh, until, when, by the time, to connect moments. Yes? Okay. Because if you don't use these words or phrases, mhm, our moments, no coherence, no connection, no logical order. There's no sequence. So it's essential to understand their function and then you practice in context. Okay? hmm So, do you have any comments or observations, my dear students?
No, teacher.
Okay. So, let's read this slide, my dear students. Okay. Mhm. Attentive. Attentive. Okay. A volunteer to read it? Anybody there? Mhm. No? Anybody there?
Yeah,
Me,
teacher.
teacher.
Ah, bueno, ella. Mejor ella.
Please, Mary and Sophie. Please.
Common mistakes to avoid. Don't confuse until with by. We remember that when often recurs a comma in complex sentence, before and after are opposites. Be careful with timeline sequence. By the time is usually followed by past perfect tense.
Thank you, my dear Anna Sophie. Great. Uh-huh. So it says, okay, until and by, they are different. Okay? So check meaning when we practice. Mhm. When needs a comma to separate complex ideas. Before and after, opposite points. Okay? Before, something previous. After, something later. Mhm. By the time, okay? Usually, usually, not always, usually follow by past perfect. Okay? Mhm. Yes. Just this one. By time, by time. So it says annotate. Mhm, mhm. We have by the time this session is started. Uh-huh. Okay. By the time this session, our session started. Okay. I mhm, had uh-huh, eaten my breakfast. It's a possibility, no? It's a possibility. Or opposite. Mhm. What is the real for you, my dear students? It's positive or negative in this case? Positive or negative? Huh?
Positive.
Yeah? Yeah, my dear Fabi?
Yes.
Wow! You are an early bird.
Sí.
Can you read your sentence, my dear Fabi?
Yes, the red sentence.
Yeah, the red one.
By the time this session start or started?
Started. Uh-huh.
Ah, yeah. Thank you. By the time this session started, I had not eaten my breakfast.
Oh, no breakfast?
No, because I'm doing exercise.
Okay. So we have different complement over here.
Mhm.
It's by the time this session start, in this case, Fabi, uh-huh, okay, had done exercise, right?
Mhm.
So before this session, Fabi had done exercise. Yeah, because Fabi, she's a fitness person, right?
Yes.
Okay, my dear Fabi and my dear students. So this is a kind of review mhm, to put into practice adverbial phrases. Okay? Mhm. So